Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Devlin, and welcome to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. This is going to be a new staple on my channel, I think, as long as I don't suck at it too bad. Over here we got file 1, my personal file that I've been chipping away at, but we're going to start a new file here. File number 3, it's going to be the old YouTube file. You know what? That's going to be our file. Yeah, you, specifically you. I'm talking to you. This is our file. So let's get started. Now, I've thought about how I want to approach this first video. I've thought about it for a little while now, and I have decided that the scope of Binding of Isaac is far too grand for me to try and go through the whole thing during my first game or two to explain the whole thing. It really is. This game is crazy. It's a crazy game. There was the original, The Binding of Isaac, and then there was the expansion, Wrath of the Lamb, and then finally came out Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which is what you're seeing in front of you right now as we speak. A remake of the original game with a ton of new content added. It's crazy. There's a lot of stuff to talk about when you talk about The Binding of Isaac. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brief, almost synopsis of what this game is, and I'm just going to type it on right on down in the video description there, and you may look at it and enjoy it at your leisure. If you are interested in just sort of the main points of this game, I mean, like, some of it's pretty obvious. You look at it, obviously there is some influence from the original Legend of Zelda. If you played games back in the day, the old NES there, the top-down dungeon perspective is super obvious. I mean, you can tell that that's a big influence. There are a couple of other things, a couple of nods that you will see to other games, indie and AAA alike. But yeah, the basics will be down there. Please read it if you so desire. And aside from that, what I will break down for you right now, we still have, I think, an enemy hopping around here. I will tell you some very basic things right now. Binding of Isaac is a game with randomly generated items and enemies and floor layouts that you progress through and become, hopefully, increasingly strong as you do so, which makes it viable for you to get down and fight tougher enemies and bosses and then eventually beat the game. Or beat the version of the game that you're currently on before unlocking a harder version of the game, yada yada yada. And yeah, that's about all you need to know. What I will do, and not just for the first few episodes, but, you know, probably pretty regularly, is not only tell you the item we get in our item rooms and shops and from our bosses, but I'll tell you if I think it's a good item. And for the first little while, I'll tell you what the item does. For example, we got Tough Love right now, which apparently makes you stand in the middle of bosses and take just terrible damage that you have no excuse for and no way to explain. Tough Love, what it does is it makes you randomly shoot a tooth instead of a tear, based on your luck stat, I believe. However high your luck is, that will make it way more likely for you to shoot that tooth, and the tooth does an increased amount of damage, maybe 2 or 3 times the damage of a regular tear. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a scientist, so I couldn't tell you exactly. There is a wiki for this game. If you ever watch me play, or if you play yourself, or whatever, you're more than welcome to check out the wiki and see what all the items do. I've got a general sense because a lot of the items were in the old game, and I've been playing this game. I got like 55 hours or something. Yeah, I'll do my best to describe them, but geez, do not take anything that I say for gospel truth, because I am just a clueless man. I'm not a clever man, I'm not a wise man, and I'm really just a man who is sincerely happy that he didn't take damage from that fly just about 3-4 seconds ago. Our boss item from that last floor was the wooden spoon, which gives us a speed upgrade. Not an item that's going to win us the game by any means, but definitely nice. It gives us, obviously, the advantage of being faster, and when you're faster, you can usually get away from enemies a little easier, which will eventually lead to us taking less damage overall, hopefully. I mean, if everything goes according to plan. By the same token, you don't want to get too fast, because it can make your character a little unruly and hard to control. But I think we are a long ways from that being the case. I'm trapped, I'm screwed! And, okay, those of you watching who play The Binding of Isaac are laughing at me right now, because I just probably blew my chance at a deal with the devil, which is something that I will explain if and when we come across it. Hopefully we do, because generally it's a pretty big determining factor on how well you're going to do on a run, is whether or not you deal or earn deals with the devil or deals with the angel. That pickup back there is a consumable, just a battery. If we had a active item, that would completely fill up the charge bar on it and let us use it again immediately. The shot speed on the bullets from these enemies is alarmingly fast, and even though I've been playing this game for 50 odd hours, I still have a hard time dodging it, embarrassingly enough. Right here we have technology 2, which gives us a laser. We still shoot tears out of our eye, but augmented with some fancy laser fire, which it's a good item. If you stack enough damage with it, then you start to actually tear through enemies pretty darn quickly. I do believe when you pick it up, it initially comes with a damage downgrade, or maybe that's technology 1. See, I told you, I'm not reliable. You don't listen to what I'm saying, because I don't even know. My strategy here is don't rely just on the razor. Still try to hit our enemies with the tears, especially with tough love, because we're still going to shoot out the occasional tooth, and the occasional tooth will do occasional higher damage, which is always a good thing, and almost never a bad thing. So we're going to move on here. I think we're just going to fight our boss right away, even though we haven't completely explored our floor yet. We got a curse room up there, which is something that I would like to explore in the future, but let's see, first of all, how this boss fight goes. Facing Monstro, a very easy boss compared to some of the options that you can face. Even on the first couple floors, there's a couple tough bosses. The Gurglings are a pain in the arse. The Haunt is not my favorite boss to fight. He's a little tricky. To be completely honest with you, I don't even know if those bosses are unlocked right from the get-go. I don't know what needs to be unlocked and what comes with the core new file game. So we'll see. We'll find out together. We're in this together, you and I. Again, you specifically, I'm talking to. No, not you. Not you. You. Yeah, that's the one. So Monstro is going to go down pretty easily. Once you have this guy's pattern, he is not very difficult at all. And I have his pattern because he was a boss in the first game, which I have a lot of experience with. Mom's Heals is going to give us a range up, which is already an item that is not that good, to be honest. A range up is not my favorite stat upgrade to get, but especially useless when you have a laser with infinite range. I mean, it makes our tears go a little farther, sure, but not really a huge coup for us, I don't think. We got absolutely nothing out of the chest in here. Why am I even fighting these spiders? I'm going to take a little damage entering and exiting that room, but that's okay. Moving on, we got, I believe, half a heart sitting there in the... Where am I going? Sitting in the boss room. So we're going to be going down to the floor with... next floor with nearly full health. And I'm expecting the first couple of playthroughs of this game to be relatively easy, because you only go down, I think, like 6 floors, whereas once you've unlocked more endings and stuff, you actually go down many more floors, and the floors get like exponentially harder throughout the course of your unlocks and proceeding farther in the game. So I'm hoping I don't eat my words, because I will be completely candid with you. If I lose a run, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it, and you're welcome to laugh at me. I'll probably chuckle at myself. That's a lie. I'm not gonna laugh at myself. I'm going to cry and just maybe quit this series immediately, and it'll be like a really awesome one run. I don't mean one like WON as in victory. I mean one, like a run of one video, like quantity wise. Hopefully that... No, I took red heart damage again. I promise I'm actually not bad at this game. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I'm playing on camera, which I've never done before with the binding. Well, I've played on camera before, but that's like Call of Duty, which is really second nature and more muscle memory than anything. I could play that game blindfolded, I'm pretty sure. Cupid's arrow, by the way, was the item that we got in our item room, which is going to make our tears piercing, which again, we're getting items that would be not terrible if they were actually piercing tears. I really like, to be honest. But we have a laser that already pierces enemies. It'll make our tears also pierce, but that's sort of a secondary upgrade, which is not going to really give us a whole lot of benefit. If I didn't mention it before, taking red heart damage is going to make our chances of earning ourselves a deal with the devil very unlikely, but alas, it is what happened. Oh, there's nothing we can do about it now. I could have played better in the past, but, you know, que sera, sera. I'm gonna use a bomb and a key and hope for the best with this chest. A couple of pills if they pay out with something amazing. Hematemesis is not amazing, it is just okay. Tears down is really not amazing. That's gonna make our fire rate of our actual tears a little slower. We are not balling out of control right now, in case that wasn't apparent. Just thought I would bring that to the forefront of everyone's attention. That's a nice little Nice little break we caught there with these enemies opening up the secret room. Second secret room. Another red chest will actually give us a couple of spirit hearts to protect us a little more, which is nice. We still do have a chance to earn ourselves a deal with the devil if we fight this boss and don't take any red heart damage, which I think is pretty likely, considering we have 2 spirit hearts to guard our red hearts. But even if we do manage to pull that off, it's still a pretty low chance, given that I took red heart damage during the actual floor. We got a double Duke of Flies. Normally this boss is very annoying because, he coughed his flies at me. This boss is pretty annoying because his flies actually block your shots from hitting him, but since we have our laser and our piercing tears, it's going to make things a hell of a lot easier. So we're just going to try and stay on the outside here and watch for those coughs. Because this is not a physical examination at a doctor's office. I do not need you to bend over and cough twice for me. Rather, I would rather you just bend over and take it like a man. And we got ourselves an HP upgrade, which is, I mean, not amazing. It's useful, I guess. It's like getting socks for Christmas. You know you need them. You know you need them. You're not excited to get them, but you recognize that, yes, okay, this isn't the worst present I could have gotten. Could have been a little worse. I thought I would come down here and explore a little bit because our consumables are low. We only have 1 key and we only have 1 bomb as well. Or not 1 bomb, we have 0 bombs. We're quite broke when it comes to bombs. We are not getting very lucky on these item drops. I'm tempted to go into the shop because we might be able to find an item on sale or buy ourselves some stuff, but I don't know if it's a good idea because I want to make sure we get into our item room on the next floor. So what I'm going to do is just head on down and hope against hope that the next floor will have something a little better in store for us, because I don't know about you guys, but I am thoroughly underwhelmed so far with the upgrades and the items that we've been picking up. If we could get something a little more bombastic. It's a word you don't hear very often, bombastic, but I'm going to stick with it. I think it was an appropriate use. Yeah, if we could get something that's a little more likely to make us succeed in the long run, I would be incredibly happy. It is taking us a long time just to kill even like basic enemies. I was kind of hoping that like the first run I had would be super powerful and out of control, and it'd draw everyone in and be like, wow, look at this, Steve or Devlin or whatever you want to call me, he got so strong. I want to watch him play this game more. But I don't know, if I was watching right now, I'd kind of be like, oh, this is rough. I don't know if I want to watch this. I may have clicked off already. If you haven't, then bless your soul. You're a good person. You're a better person than I am. This is a tricky room that I usually take damage on because yeah, I usually get trapped up and pinned up against a wall like that, and even when they don't actually make contact, I usually shoot them when they're still close to me, and then they explode, and it's just a bad time, as you can see. It's just a really bad time. I'm not too happy with this room. I'm not too happy with it. It doesn't help that it takes about... No, don't even do it. Not happy that it takes about 10 seconds to kill each and every enemy. Let's continue searching for the item that's going to turn this game around. We are poop-killing machines right now. You may be asking yourself, Devlin, why is this game full of poop? I don't know. Ask Edmund, the guy who made it. I have no idea. Puberty does absolutely nothing. It's fundamentally useless, but it does make us look like I looked back in, I'd say, I don't know, maybe grade 8. Early high school? I was reminiscing about high school and the terrible times I had, and that dingle-dongle decided to take an opportunity to shoot right in there and make me pay for it. I guess good on him. You know, he's doing his job. I can't fault him for that. Another pill, let's hope for something good. I found another pill that's just absolutely useless, does nothing for us. Let's go check out this area. That blood bank is an interesting proposition, but we will talk about it later, because I really want to just get into our item room and find something that is going to win the game for us. Please do not take red heart damage. No. Oh, that is just my fault. I just walked right into Cubone's projectile there. Cubone, Marowak, I don't know. Just keep in mind that I name a lot of enemies in a lot of different games after Pokemon for whatever reason, even if they hold only the slightest of resemblances. These items are not the items that we need. That is not going to save us right now. That's an item that makes your flies and spiders more potent if you happen to have items that grant flies or spiders, which we don't right now. So I don't... Okay, let's just move on. Let's move on. I don't know, we might go into that boss trap room later. To get in there, you actually have to have 1 red heart or oh my goodness. I am so incredibly sorry. I wish I had something to say in my own defense, but I truly do not. If we have 1 red heart or less, not including spirit hearts, then you can get into that boss trap room, and there's a small chance that it could contain something worthwhile, but until we actually finish this floor and kill our boss, I don't think I want to risk it, because, as you can see, I've just been taking... Would some of you please die? Thank you. I've been taking terrible damage, and I don't want to bring my health down that low, only to go in there and die and lose the first run of this series. That would be pretty awful. Spider Bite is the item we picked up in our item room. I don't think I mentioned it. It is an active item that you can use once every 2 rooms that does a slight amount of damage and also slows enemies for a brief amount of time. I'm just kind of saving it for our boss room here. Probably won't make a big damage or a big difference. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and it doesn't stun them or slow them for very long. If you just pop up, that'd be fantastic. If you could just be a good pill, that would be fantastic. Pretty Fly is a good pill. That's going to be a fly that orbits us and will block incoming projectiles if it is lined up appropriately. I'm going to leave that nub over there alive. Hopefully shoot some bombs at Big Mama Gertie here, which will make our fight a little bit easier. Let's just use Spider Butt. I use it the wrong time because Gertie summons enemies, and I should have used it after she summons some enemies, just like that. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You live, you learn, you make mistakes. One thing that I'm noticing is I think it's actually just like genuine. Oh my, this boss fight is going to take absolutely forever. We're doing such terrible damage. This is definitely a war of attrition. Who's got more willpower? It's like it's like playing a game of chicken. Like, who's gonna waste more of their life? And right now, everyone loses because it's literally just you and I wasting our time. Gertie's got nowhere to be, man. This is Gertie's whole gig: be in boss rooms and shoot bloody tears at Isaac. Gertie is living life to the fullest right now, and it's us we're suffering. We're sitting here wishing we were doing something a little more productive with our lives. Probably, I got homework I could be doing. Hell, I could be doing anything. It would probably be a little more productive than this boss fight right now. Gertie is like already one of the tankiest bosses, and to have to face her with this measly amount of damage, it's just, I'm doing penance for something. I kicked puppies in a past life, I think. You too. All of you watching. We all did something terrible. Thankfully, we earned a deal with the devil. Let's cross our fingers collectively and hope that there is something amazing. Squeezy gives us 2 spirit hearts and ups our rate of fire a little bit. Oh, we don't even get the chance to trade health away for items. We just gotta hope for the best in these chests. And of course, we get nothing but bombs and spiders. No items, nothing that's gonna make us stronger. I am one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break, if I may quote Linkin Park. Early Linkin Park, good Linkin Park. If I may quote them for a moment. We're gonna go back to the arcade over here, and I'm gonna play this blood bank a little bit. So basically what we do here is sacrifice some of our red heart consumable health for money. We're gonna get the IV bag, which essentially is a portable version of the blood bank, and we might as well rack up some dough. I'm confident enough in myself, for some reason, I don't know why, that I won't take enough damage to get myself killed. Mostly because we have these 2 spirit hearts sort of protecting us. I cannot get those chests. I'm not willing to take the damage from the spikes. You know what? No, I can't be arsed. We're not even close to becoming Guppy, which is an item that, a transformation. Well, hello, Lazarus. That you get. I found pills. Oh jeez. Oh, another tears down pill. That's pretty fantastic. What was I saying? Oh, Guppy. If you get 3 Guppy items throughout the course of a game, you transform into Guppy, and every time you hit an enemy with Guppy, when you're Guppy, you generate flies, which also do damage. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We'll get into it when it happens. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll climb that tree when we approach it. I don't know. There's many different phrases you could use for that situation. The tree one I made up. It's not very good. Gotta fight Peep. Oh, the boss trap room, by the way, the room that we just entered. You gotta fight 2 waves of bosses, and this probably wasn't a good idea because our damage is so low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the High Priestess, I think, to just end this fight. It didn't even end this fight, but it got us pretty darn close, and that's all that matters. Come on, Peep. Don't hit me with your eyeballs. Please just die. A consumable would be great. A penny is not what it's not what I had in mind. I was hoping maybe for a bomb or a key, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. we're gonna carry on here. And our power here is thoroughly underwhelming. Very much so. We got 2 floors to go. I think we can pull it off. It might be a bit of a trek. Might be a little bit of a grind. But I think we put our heads down and stick with it. Spider butt does not kill these enemies. But having them slowed makes things a bit easier. And at least our laser can penetrate. Because normally those guys you have to get around behind them. Oh, we got brimstone crawlers. Watch out for those. Oh, I took damage because I'm really bad. Sorry if I just yelled at the microphone. I'm really... Okay, guys. I'm throwing it all away. I'm throwing it all away. I apologize. This happens sometimes when you have really low damage. You just kind of lose hope. You lose hope. You don't want to go on. And it reflects in your play. I'm going to try not to throw. I do want to win this run. I would be pretty downtrodden if I lost the first run that I recorded for YouTube. That would be not a good thing. Let's just again keep our fingers collectively crossed for an incredibly good item room. I have faith, man. But the random number generator has to be on our side at some point or another. It's putting us through the trials. If we pass the trials, if we can, venture on with a smile on our face, then we will be rewarded. Of that, I am not certain. I was gonna try and play like, yeah, no, I totally have faith. But I don't. We'll probably get some more terrible items, maybe even worse than the items we've already been getting. And we'll get ground down into a bloody mess, and I will be left as a former shell of who I once was. I hope that doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. This game punishes you sometimes. Can't even get into that chest, except those bombs will. Finally, okay. Cricket's head is a pretty significant damage up. Hopefully that'll make some kind of difference for us, and it'll kind of... I would love some bombs. Those blue fires have a 50% chance of dropping spirit hearts, but as it stands, not much we can do with them. Cricket's head is making a bit of a noticeable difference here with the damage we're doing. Again, some bombs in there would have been nice. Exploding those skulls can drop tarot cards or black hearts, which would give us a little more damage and insulation. Those flies are going to go down, and let's see... the poop. It's literally just your poop. And, oh boy. Okay, so that item room wasn't the item room that we needed, but maybe it's the item room that we deserved. Do I want to go through? Maybe I'll just go use this. Oh, no. There could be something important over there. I better do what the game wants me to do and put the bomb... Oh my god, I walked too early. Guys, I'm sorry about this. I truly am. Truly am. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. Losing my marbles. Got another brimstone crawler. He's by himself. Hopefully I won't walk into his beams like I have been doing. A significant amount of money and a bomb. But our item, or our shop, is going to contain greed, so we won't be getting an item unless it's Steam sale, which is really not going to do a whole lot for us either. I was kind of hoping for something that was going to, I don't know, turn the tables. Even with Cricket's head, like, our damage is still below par. Wait, below par is good, right? I'm not a golfer. Our damage is still low compared to where it would be at this point in an average Isaac run, in my opinion. I could use Spider Butt. I don't think it's necessary. It's sort of a long fight because Greed is a mini-boss and has a fair amount of health. But I don't want to waste it in case we come across some room with 1,600 guys that charge us, and I'm totally screwed unless I can do sort of like an area of effect damage. We got Kane for getting 55 coins, so at least we've unlocked... Is that 2 characters now? Did we unlock Lazarus, or am I crazy? I think we did. Oh, there goes another deal with the devil chance. Oh boy. I deserve this. This is my fault. 2 bombs for 1 is, in my opinion, a pretty darn good trade. Where would the secret room be if there was one? Let's try it down here. Wow, we lucked out there. 1 black heart. I mean, it's better than 0 black hearts. That'll protect us a little bit. We got a giant poopy dongle to fight here. He's going to break into 2 poopy dongles, who in turn will both break into 2 more poopy dongles. Poopy dongles is a name that I just made up. I'm actually quite fond of it. Let's fight the gate. I haven't fought this boss very often, even in my 50-odd hour's on my personal file, so I'm somewhat unfamiliar with his attack patterns. You know what? Let's use Spider Butt. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. If our enemy is slowed, that should slow his shots as well. He just keeps coughing up leapers at me. It's very stressful. I can't believe we haven't taken damage yet. We're just kind of dipsy-doodling through potentially dangerous situations, and there's the leaper for the game-winning jump there. It's a big hopper right at the end. These leapers got monster jams. Oh, that pretty fly is really doing work here, protecting us from damage. And there goes the last of our Blackheart. We have a small chance if we don't take damage on this leaper to get a deal with the devil. I'm not holding my breath. No dice on the deal with the devil, but Magic Mushroom is an incredible item. It is an all stats up, one of the best in the game if I'm not mistaken, and that should give us another not insignificant whip boost to our damage. So just wait for this, try not to take absolutely pointless damage again, and away we go. I don't know why I'm exploring. It's like we've explored pretty much everything, but I just want to make sure that we're not skipping any important consumables that might end up helping us in the future. We do have a mob trap room over here with 2 opportunity costs. We'll have to fight 3 waves of enemies, and we might not even get paid out on these chests, and it's going to use up the last of our keys, but you know what? We're in dire straits. Not terrible, not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping for maybe getting a couple keys back. These bombs will give us a chance to blow up some skulls and some blue fires, and maybe give us a little more spirit heart health or black heart health. That's probably what we'll end up using them for. Maybe we could look for the secret room as well. We'll see what happens. We are doing a bit more damage now. It's not as frustratingly slow killing enemies as it was even just 1 floor ago. Having no keys hurts. I'm not too happy about that. We're gonna look for the secret room. Could be a big coup for us. We were lucky to find it on our first try there. A 1-up is an item that we have now. It will give us an extra life if we die, which is, I mean, not bad, but I'd prefer an item that just made it so we didn't die. Let's drop a bomb here, hope for a good tarot card or a black card. We have a black card and an okay tarot card, so that was almost what I asked for. Ask and you shall receive, as they say. Oh god, I keep almost taking damage on this room. I maybe could have made it across in one go, but I'm not going to take the chance. I've taken enough stupid damage for 1 run. I've taken enough stupid damage for the next 10 runs, actually. So we're going to move down. Going down to the old depths, part 2. And this is where our run will come to an end. This is where we fight Mom, which is the final boss for this level of the game before we unlock extra floors and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So I am thinking that it's a 1 run. I can't see us losing. I don't want to say that and then lose because that'd be embarrassing. But if we were playing like on a file that had all the floors unlocked, where we'd be going down to the womb and maybe the cathedral and the chest and all that, I would not be calling this a 1 run by any means. I'd be very nervous of our chances of success. Wheel of Fortune is something that I'm maybe interested in because we have a lot of money. It could give us some consumables. The Magician is very bleh. Doesn't excite me, not sexually or otherwise. 2 of diamonds will bring us up to that'll double our money, bring us up to 99 cents. So you know what? Let's play this slot machine and hope we get some cool stuff. The key is nice. That makes sure we get into our item room, which could potentially be a big deal. It blew up. We use it too much. 2 of diamonds is gonna bring us to 99 cents, which is the old cap there. And let's take High Priestess with us and roll out. Get teleported to a deal with the devil again. No items to trade for. We got some spiders. We got some good spiders. And we got some more pills. This is crazy. Balls of Steel is a great pill. That's going to give us 2 spirit hearts, which is better than not 2 spirit hearts. And let's continue on. Item room here. I think we're strong enough right now that we're going to get through this. So, while I would like a good item, I am not hinging on a good item, which is a nice place to be. Skeleton key allows us to open rooms without using up our consumable keys. It's a good thing I wasn't really hinging on a good item there, because Sister Maggie is not that. It's just a companion. It shoots tears. Doesn't do a whole lot for you. I mean, it's nice to have someone to talk to. Gets a little lonely down here. Let's blow up these, see if we get any... oh, almost took damage from it, like a big dumb idiot. Yeah, we got skeleton key. Let's grab that spirit heart. It'll insulate us a little further from damage. PhD will ensure that all our pills are of the good variety. Makes our previous tiers down a tiers up, which can't be bad. Gonna move along. We should be finding the boss room probably relatively soon. Grandpa Larry Sr. is gonna go down without a fight, especially with piercing shots, because we can hit all of his body segments at once. Gonna grab that bomb. Carry on. Let's see what this is. Could be something fantastic. Another magician card. Not gonna win us the game by any means. Did we find the secret room yet? No, we haven't. So let's check right here. Secret room is like always bordered by 3 rooms, just in case y'all weren't aware. That's how that works. Going to carry on. At least 3 rooms. It can be bordered by 4 as well in some situations. Oh, he's coughing. I don't like coughing enemies. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Coughing enemies, not my favorite. Didn't like coughing, the Pokemon. Didn't like Charbok, the Pokemon, just by association, because those were the Team Rocket Pokemon, and once you're associated with coughing, forget about it. We can't be homies. Moving on down, continuing on. Couple more Spirit Hearts. We're really rolling in the Spirit Heart. Yeah, really rolling in the Spirit Hearts now. Gotta watch out before we get body slammed by these bloody fat bastards. That sounds like bloody as in like the British word, because fat bastard from Austin Powers. I don't know. There was a link. There's a link there in my mind. I just don't think it translated to, you know, real life. Talking to other people who have normal working brains. These we got some brown diglets here that should go down relatively easy. And it is time to fight Mom. Mom, I've had enough of your crap. Grounded? Don't let me have a glass of juice before bed? Didn't buy me the Game Boy Color the first week it came out? I'm getting my revenge now. Again, it's probably going to be a long fight, because we're not doing a crap load of damage. Next time Mom summons a bunch of enemies, I'll use Spider Butt to try and take them out. Of course it won't, because it's... Oh, we almost got stimped! Managed to jump out of the way at the last second there. Eyeless Ooze Man is going down. Taken no damage thus far, which, hey, not bad. Of course, immediately take damage after saying that, because humility. That's why. Because humility. Alright. Yeah, we got lots of health. Yeah, we're definitely going to win this run in pretty quick and clean fashion. Can't use High Priestess on Mom, because it uses Mom's foot, and she'll just stomp me. Use the tower, though, drop some bombs everywhere. And that did the trick. There's our first win. I'll let you watch the cinematic here, I guess, if you were so inclined. Nah, actually, we're not going to watch that. If you want to see the endings for this game, just check them out on YouTube, because they're probably posted somewhere. And we're not really getting into the story of this game. We're just doing the old gameplay. A bunch of unlocks there. Didn't even say what they were. Doesn't really matter. We'll run into them eventually. So that's it for the first run. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope my rambling wasn't too incoherent and awful. I'm new at this. I don't usually do live commentaries, and when I did, they were usually like a COD game at a time, not a whole run through Binding of Isaac. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you come back for a little bit more of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Thank you very much, and until next time, take it easy.